20 years ago. 20 years ago, on that fateful morning of September 11, 2001, where the very fabric of the American freedom and democracy was attacked by the same human being created in the image of God, but whose ideology and knowledge of truth is deceived by selfishness and hatred. People have lost their loved ones, to some without even saying their final goodbyes. And many have sacrificed their lives to save and protect others, which to some, they even had to pay the price of losing their own life. I remember the fear and anger, but one thing I will never forget, for at that moment, people have come to seek their God. People were praying in the streets. Churches were filled up. Different faith has come together for a single purpose, and that is to seek the protection of their Lord. What happened after 20 years? The suffering and the attack to human lives did not stop on that fateful morning. Within the span of 20 years until this very moment, we all have been experiencing the loss of many lives due to greed and power of a few individuals who only love themselves. The rampant gun violence, drugs, homelessness, human trafficking, and many more. We can have a long list of the cruelty and suffering of many caused by another human being who is ignorant of the truth. Today, the gospel passage turns to the question that permeates the whole Gospel of Mark. Who is Jesus? Jesus himself poses it to his disciples, to all of us, to you, to me, helping us to gradually address the question of his identity in our lives. A person who knows Jesus, who is the way, the truth, and the life, and experiences his love, cannot but love him in return. Our love for him as a response to the selfless love that he first showed us on that cross. The deeper our relationship with him, the more we know him. And the more we know him and accept the reality of his love and mercy, is the more for our hearts to yearn for him and to strive to follow his way of selfless love. Love, after all, is more than just a word or an emotion. The word love is both a noun and a verb, an action word, and love calls for action. Knowing leads to loving, and loving leads to serving. To follow the Lord is to serve the Lord, for serving is an act of love. The fruit of genuine conversion is an active love for others, a love that builds the community. My brothers and sisters, it is not easy to follow and serve God. But this is the way we are called to follow. Difficulties will accompany us in our journey, but God also promises that we will never be alone. If the prophet Isaiah in the first reading could be very confident in the Lord's support, all the more we can. For in this valley of tears, God is our help. God is our refuge. We need not fear the world, but we do need to be wary of letting the world poison our love and the knowledge of truth. God has revealed to us, my brothers and sisters, that redemptive suffering is part of our life. For the way to the resurrection is the way of the cross. And God has revealed to us in Jesus, who is the truth, that it is only in Him we can live in peace. With faith, the ultimate question now is posed to you and to me. Who is Jesus?